it's Andre, in time for a really quick flying Friday update. Unfortunately, I didn't get out this evening due to other tasks and everything, but overall it's been a pretty good week. Wednesday we attempted to do a little bit of a flying event at the local field that we do it. It adjacent to the school, and they asked us actually to come out and do a little flying for the students. The weather wasn't fantastic, and I actually managed to get out and fly the little old speedster that was given to me by the after hours crew, and that was kind of fun, but it was rather windy, so I touched that down. And then I decided to give the FT Racer a flight, and it went very poorly. The poor FT Racer sustained some pretty heavy damage. From what I can tell, it looks like I snapped off in flight. I lost the control arm on one of the ailerons, so it took off fine, and from there it went wacky. So unfortunately it did sustain a fairly good wing hit, and the motor shaft is completely bent. So I'm going to try and repair all this because I want this plane to come with me to Flight Fest. So, but it's a pretty bad hit. It should be repairable. I mean, it's been through worse, but I think this is, I would classify this one as probably one of the harder hits it's sustained so far in its flying career. During the podcast with Chris, Wayne, and Mike, we discussed the Taranis radio.
Welcome to Taranis.
And my experience with it. I haven't actually flown with it, but I've been busy programming it and setting up all the models and going through step by step. And eventually everything will start moving over real slowly and just get the configurations the way I want. So enjoying the radio and like the functionality. I've got all the modules in the back. I do have 2 receivers coming in, but they haven't arrived yet, so I haven't been able to try the full function of our Sky. And you're looking at this thing going, I know what this is. Well, it's not the Spectre, it is the Wraith, and I've been working on this plane for almost a year now. The last flight, it went out and I barely got it to land correctly, snapped another set of props and just said, okay, we know this thing flies. The Spectre and Wraith V3 are exceptional airplanes, but obviously I've gone and overloaded it. 132 with all the LEDs I had, we think I basically destroyed the leading edge on the wing and just took away all the lift of the aircraft. So basically I had very little elevator authority. That was probably CG. So I've gone and removed everything from this airplane. I won't even fly it with FPV. We're going to get a backup in the air, and I've removed the flight controller, so there's no return home or nothing. It's basically a basic aircraft, stripped down twin prop. I do have some different props coming in that might be a little bit more landing resistant, some multi-rotor 7x4.5s, but for now the goal is just basically to redo the CG, clean it all up, fly it as a stock aircraft, and then slowly go back, because it flew with the FC controller and a camera on a static mount, no gimbal or nothing, and it flew. So obviously I've just put a little too much weight on the aircraft and just pulling a little too much requirements of it. So we're going to try and get this thing sorted out for the next couple of days. Hope to go flying this weekend. We're going to watch the weather and watch timings and requirements. So if you're out there, have a great weekend. We'll see you in the field. Cheers.